to one of the NFL's signature venues, Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, a pair of rivals from the AFC West. It's the LA Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Welcome, your defending AFC champion, Kansas City Chiefs.
Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And we're underway from Kansas City. On the return, here's Nico Mejio. A pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And leading them as he always does. The quarterback seeking his 4th consecutive Super Bowl appearance and a 4th Super Bowl title. It's Patrick Mahomes.
Pretty remarkable, isn't it, Kate, that the worst season statistically in Mahomes' career was still good enough to finish 6th in the MVP voting and reach a 4th straight Super Bowl. Shows just how high his bar is compared to everyone else, and he's still the QB that almost all are chasing.
And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they face second down.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Mahomes trying to get here on 2nd and 10. He dodged the tackle. There he goes, right sideline. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome a quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Chargers, nothing.
Butker on now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They're led out by the 6th-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
The biggest mistake he can make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they've planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
First couple snaps, first drive of a game, it's all about who can land that opening punch. Gain that first advantage in a game-long back and forth. Well, that opening punch was a solid cross, maybe even an uppercut that caught him right on the job and sets an immediate tone for this defense.
Well, I imagine that first play woke them up as they get set now for second and long. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. That's caught, Keenan Allen. He hangs on nicely through that hit. Nothing added to the catch, but they're down to the 28. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Making the call himself. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard
As long as
line.
these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'll really break the backs of a defense.
It's Hampton on 2nd. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Back to Hampton. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
Opening drive, about to break into field goal range. We got 1st and 10 at the 44. To the air this time, Herbert. Ooh, not much time to adjust, but he catches it still off the tip. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when, just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Play action now for Herbert. And this time, they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
Well, we're already seeing his legs going to be a factor in this contest. But I'll tell you what, Kate, if pressure's going to be on him like that, he's going to have to put his running back cape on and really use his ability to escape and keep things moving forward.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, 3rd down. Now movement as somebody goes early, and for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Following the false start penalty, here's 3rd down and longer. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pass hauled in by the rookie from Syracuse. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. So a timely moment for a big play, and they get the first on 3rd and 19.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Throwing on first is Herbert. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Couldn't get it to Aronde Gadsden the 2nd. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. and he's the one driving it.
He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Motion the tight end over. First and 10. Here's Herbert. So this one on the defense.
Pass interference. Defense.
So pass interference on the shot to the end zone, and now they're going to be set up on the goal line with a great chance to get the touchdown anyway. Defense, no doubt, still recovering from that interference call, Brock, but they've got to buckle down here. It's first and goal. From the pistol, it's Herbert. And this is going to be good for a Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers finish off their opening drive. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Chargers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. It's Brashard Smith now at the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Chiefs sending their offense out for the second time this game. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He's got his man, that's Travis Kelce. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. And he doesn't see a winner he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
I think I got the same thought bubble as all the fans in the stands with that one. You just got to tuck it. Don't try to force the issue. You're out there in the open space. Put your head down and go get the first.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got a man, and Kelce has it. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Man downfield, he's got it. It's Worthy. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. They get 37 on the play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. It's Pacheco again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Third and long for him here. And he hauls that one in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs break the tie here in the first. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
Chargers 7.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Darius Davis to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Chargers getting their offense set for their second drive. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
You know, with some of these tight ends today, you could put 2 guys, heck, put 3 guys on them, and they still find a way to make those catches. With how they move at their size, they really are the ultimate matchup advantage.
On 3rd down, Herbert. He put everything he had into this one. So the heave knocked away from the intended target. That brings up 4th down.
Okay, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
And that type of start, well, you wanted all 17 games of a season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Gets him on the in route. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. A first down carry for Pacheco. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that's a Chiefs first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
17-yard line.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Second down run by Pacheco. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up.
A 7-yard gain.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
And goal to go.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal. Now Mahomes will hang on to it. And he will get this to the end zone for a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs grow their early lead to 13. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14.
Chargers 7.
Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. Shoots away from one. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Herbert now off the play fake. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it's going to be 2nd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now, Herbert. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
So once again, J.K. Scott out to punt it away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. To the air, Mahomes. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
They send a tight end in motion. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Mahomes. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And Mahomes is going to dodge or hit with that slide after he picks up enough for the 1st down.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
He's got a gain of 6 there. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast, but he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Right back to Pacheco. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Tuli Pulotu in for the tackle.
It'll be this group's job, watching the film, to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Blitz coming, Mahomes. Now he's past the 25. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And a Kansas City Chiefs 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run Pacheco. And he's got them down at the doorstep inside the 5. He gets half of the 8 yards remaining, partner. That gives him 2nd and goal from the 4.
Brings up 2nd.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up. because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
Pressure coming from Mahomes. Jump off caught by his back. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs blowing them out in this opening quarter. And we haven't even reached the end of one, and already that's the 3rd time that he's thrown them into the end zone. It's hard to think of a better start he could be having than this. Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs stretch their lead to 21.
Chiefs 28, Chargers 7.
Butker on now to kick this one away.
Kick off for Kansas City.
On return, here comes Davis. Good work so far. He's got room. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers, right, in a tournament. They don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot. It's exactly what this offense has got to do.
Here's Hampton, open the drive. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
At the 45-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Hampton. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Running it with Hampton. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. The Chiefs in control so far. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. Shotgun snap to Herbert. That's complete to Johnston, outright. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. It's a 29-yard gain. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down.
First down. A gain of 29 yards. First down, Chargers.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Good running here on first down as he works his way forward for about 8.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Herbert. And he will have the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chargers get it back to a 14-point game.
Chargers 14.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away.
For the Chargers.
Remigio with the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
As a corner in this league, oh, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. But you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
25-yard line.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. There he is on 3rd and short. He gets it to Rice. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46.
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Here's a toss to Pacheco. On the move, past the 40. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. Give him 25 on that play. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
Pete, I want you and the audience to imprint that play in your mind. When you hear me or any announcer say, oh, he's running downhill. Oh, get running downhill. Oh, you want to hit it downhill. That right there, that was running downhill.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
7th play of the drive. They've been moving it well. This is 3rd and 6. They'll throw 3rd and long. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to fourth down.
Incomplete.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that fourth down, get to down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. Let the cover guys go shut it down.
42-yard attempt.
Butker knocks it through, and that makes this a 3-score game.
Makes the score.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Charger offense making its way to the field. They got the job done there last time now. Still trailing by a lot, though, so they're going to need a repeat of that touchdown here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Shotgun give to Hampton. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
3rd down, Chiefs going with a dive. Here's Herbert. Oh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
J.K. Scott's on the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Escapes a defender. He's got it. That's going to be a 1st and more. And this return finally comes to an end. What a stretch it was to give his guys a short field.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the Chargers' 34-yard line.
The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He has been putting up some numbers early in this contest. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action. It's Mahomes. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out. He was money on his first field goal, Brock. His second coming a little inside of 50 yards.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Butker on now to kick this one away. On return, here comes Davis. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. Now LA getting its offense all set to go.
At their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. Herbert back to throw. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop kick gives him new life. This is 2nd down. Now bring the tight end in motion. 2nd and 10. Herbert trying again. It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Motioning one of the tight ends. On the counter, it's Hampton. He dodged the tackle. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
I think it's so easy for us up here in the booth or sitting on the couch watching at home wondering, why? How do those guys fall for that misdirection? But on the field, that play happens so fast and the execution so high for that offense to get a big-time run.
1st down, and they go right back to it. It gets him inside the 40. That's a gain of about 9 yards on the play.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Tight end going in motion here. Hampton gets it from the pistol. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Watson. And just like that, a really good drive is taken away with an INT.
Sure was a lot of promise on that series, right? That's a small silver lining for them at the very least, but probably won't be much comfort now. And it's going to feel even worse when this quarterback watches the tape tomorrow.
The Chiefs aren't headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. He's got Brown on the slant. Reaches the 40. Into the red zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. And that, Brock, I know you're keeping track, but just in case our audience isn't, his fourth first-half passing touchdown. At the pace he's on, this would be a new record if he has a second half to match this one. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs continue piling on to this lead.
41, Chargers 14.
Butker on now to kick this one away.
Kickoff for Kansas City.
On the return, here comes Davis. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Chargers and Omarion Hampton out there on offense once again. And we'll see if they go right back to the passing game here, coming off an interception they threw in enemy territory. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They strike for 23 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says two things in every production meeting. Number one, well, we got to stop the run. And number two, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. Looking to his fullback now. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand in the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still in your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Herbert to throw once more. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Was hoping to get that one to Keenan Allen. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, you need more interceptions.
And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
That's another Chargers 1st down. 1st and goal, Chargers.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. That is caught in the end zone for the LA touchdown. The Chargers fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Dicker on now for the PAT.
Extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers still have a lot of work to do, Brock. It's a 20-point difference now.
Chargers, 21.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Chiefs are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Into the hands of Worthy over the middle. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Left side, it's caught by Rice. And they make the tackle at the 38. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Right back to Rice, caught again. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Out left, Worthy makes the grab. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Chargers' 13-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Running is Pacheco. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9 now, 9 is what they need on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. And this is going to be a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs making this a laugher before halftime. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chiefs grow their lead yet again.
48, Chargers 21.
Butker on now to kick this one away.
For Kansas City.
On the return, here comes Davis. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, here's Hampton. And he strides quickly, headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
He was taken down.
That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Herbert from the gun. Fights him over the middle. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. Plenty of points already, partner, as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from Arrowhead on the other side. 3rd and just 2 to go. Shotgun snap to Herbert. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. Chiefs have Nico Remigio out for the return. Begins his return at the 16. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Chiefs and Rashee Rice ready for a new series on offense. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, I'd say very promising. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Quick throw completed by Mahomes. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Pressure coming from Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. Gets some space around midfield. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Has it at the 7. And we might be close to this league growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
More yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Back to the air, Mahomes. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Setting up, 2nd and goal. Another throw for Mahomes. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs continue adding on to that lead.
Chargers 21.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out comes the Charger offense late in this 1st half. And we'll see if they try to establish some positive momentum here, or if they just choose to head off and lick those wounds. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down. Oh, another target there for one of the busiest members of this offense, but this one nearly ended in disaster.
Yeah, kind of become a victim of his own success, right? They're keying on him extensively now, knowing that ball could be headed his way, and that time it should have been a takeaway.
Back to the air, Herbert. Short pass brought in. And that will not be enough for a first down. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. There he is on 3rd and short. That one's good to McConkey. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Herbert throwing again. Into the hands of Gadsden. Complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. It's Herbert once more. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
Okay, this defense finally setting up, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Now Herbert again. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series, and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Scott out now to punt this one away. And another mistake for them here. This punt had way too much on it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Looks like a designed run here from Mahomes. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hansen has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the studios and the Creative Village here in Orlando. Scott Hansen with you, and you know, we've seen some scoring so far. Both teams getting into the end zone, both teams thinking they could pull out the win in the second half. Who's it going to be? Let's find out. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Butker on now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Los Angeles getting its offense set to go to begin the 3rd. And they're going to need to play for pride or for something to build on for next week, Brock, because this game seems out of reach, even though we've got a full quarter still to go. All Working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Now Herbert to throw. He finds Johnston. And this one will get them into enemy territory. Hit and stopped quickly, but the catch moves him to the 48. They get 23 on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
He was looking Keenan Allen's way there, and it sets up 2nd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Going to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
2nd and 10. Herbert trying again. Completed over the middle. And they make the play at the 39 just before he can pick up that 1st down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Defender is there, he knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down.
That is not easy to do. That down and distance, everything is open to the offense. It takes great discipline defensively and the ability to go knock it away and get off the field.
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And they continue to trail by, well, Brock, a whole lot more than a field goal.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Chiefs aren't headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Man downfield, he's got it, it's Worthy. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs push their lead further to start the half. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. From Sid Luckman in 1943 to Drew Brees in 2015. We've had 8 quarterbacks throw 7 touchdowns in one game. And now we have a 9th who's accomplished that feat as his dominance over this defense continues. Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs tack on 7 more to their lead.
Chiefs 62, Chargers 21.
Butker on now to kick this one away.
Kickoff for Kansas City.
On the return, here comes Davis. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. They could only set up a lengthy field goal attempt their last possession, Brock. So some room to improve in how far they can advance the football here. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Hampton gets the handoff. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Jaden Hicks there on the tackle.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
At the 32-yard line.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Herbert back to throw. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Herbert now. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Hicks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Shoots away from one. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. This is Pacheco. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Left side, it's caught by Rice. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Now throw, 3rd and long. Here's Rice with yet another one. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
1st down throw, Mahomes. For big yards on the right side. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. All set now. 1st and 10. On the draw, it's Pacheco. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's a middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
You know, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That one connects. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. A 4th for him in this game, and 1 more ties the record. And that is his 4th touchdown reception of the game. And if you wonder how rare that is, only a couple of active players have ever achieved it in their careers, and it's been done less than 50 times in league history. Butker to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Chiefs 69, Chargers 21.
Butker on now to kick this one away.
For Kansas City.
Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Hampton now up the middle. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. Back to Hampton. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down.
I bet you, Kate, if you went back and studied all these runs in the NFL over the course of a season that gained significant yardage, there are plays just like that one where you've got to break a tackle to go eat up those yards.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options, or there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Complete here to Hampton. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. Now an inside give to Hampton. And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Herbert from the gun. That's him on the quick hitter. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
They like to to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
The 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. First and 10, Herbert. Back-to-back grabs here for Allen. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even two defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Just a yard left to go on second down. They'll run it here with Hampton. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Throwing now, Herbert. Going with a screen to Hampton. And this one does not go far.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Time coverage for the Chiefs as they get prepped for this third down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Gets it to him on the screen. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it 4th and short.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness that's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Trying with Hampton. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers continuing to fight at least. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers cut into the lead by another point.
69. Chargers 28.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Smith on the return. Escapes the defender. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Chiefs are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. It gives it Pacheco to start the drive. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on first. It's second down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Right back to Pacheco. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
Gosh, I got to just be honest with you, kid. I marvel at the strength we see out of these running backs. The strength, the agility. I thought they weren't strong when I was playing, but the guys today just run right through contact at times without even blinking, and that's how you get those big chunk yard runs.
Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Short pass brought in. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Six yards to go here. It's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. The Chargers and Omarion Hampton out there on offense once again. And the touchdowns got to keep coming from as they still trail here. First call here coming from the shotgun. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. That's one he knows he should have had. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open to beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged the bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
Punting unit out now. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. The Chiefs are headed out, and we'll see Isaiah Pacheco. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Now a give left side to Pacheco. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys, not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Hunt trying things up the gut. He dodged the tackle. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
A first down carry for Pacheco. He's going to bring this down to their 35. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
Kansas City Chiefs first down.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
From the red zone on 1st. Completed over the middle. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Motioning the tight end now. A counter give here to Pacheco. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. This one's caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Well, with that score right there, Brock, he has reached one of the pinnacles of playing quarterback here in the NFL. The most touchdown passes in a single game.
And I can promise you, after this game, he's going to do... I remember Peyton and Marvin having a back and forth after breaking a record. Neither of them wanted the ball because they knew it took all of them. And I promise you, after the game at the podium, he'll say the same thing today. It's his name in the record book, but this is an offensive explosion for a day.
Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
76. Chargers 28. Harrison
Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. His effort's going to get into that 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Charger offense making its way to the field. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. First and 10 from the 32. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs are able to bring this back to the 35-yard line. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said, some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
The Chiefs and Rashee Rice readying for a new series on offense. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you could go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Hits him on the in route. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Hunt. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Chiefs football, and they've got to feel pretty good about this score entering the 4th. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Got his man, that's Brown again. And this certainly makes the 3rd down easier. Nearly avoided it altogether. Gain of 10, right up near that marker now.
3rd down.
Here's Mahomes on the sneak. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Here's Mahomes. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Hunt out the middle. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete. They're trying for the end zone, but no luck yet, Brock. That forces 4th and goal.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
They give to Hunt. And they turn him away. The defense holds strong, and they get off the field with a turnover on downs.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across, but there was no overcoming a front, just as equally motivated to get off the field.
Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Hampton to open the drive. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Well, I think I hear the warning sirens. You hear them, Kate? I think they just got quieted. Because that run right there gave them enough room from their goal line where you should feel comfortable calling anything in your playbook.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Again, it's Hampton. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Hampton gets the handout. He's held it just a couple of yards on that carry, and that brings up 2nd down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
To the air this time, Herbert. Into the hands of Gaston, complete. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
New set of downs for him from the 31. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Throwing the out route complete. And he will wind up out of bounds after a 1st down gain of right around 3 yards.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Opening carry of the game for Kimani Vidal. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Shotgun give to Hampton. And he hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice. It doesn't end up getting an offensive 1st down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. Finds him over the middle. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. They strike for 23 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. Herbert on 1st down. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, nothing very fancy about that. That's just a textbook curl route. I think they were running curl routes last century, and it's a play that works a high percentage of the time then, just like it did now.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Running it with Hampton. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Herbert now. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it'll be 2nd and goal.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally, this defense has an answer.
And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers putting up points in a game decided. If you're going to complete that one successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead, I don't care.
You're biased.
But the success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
Chargers 35.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Mejio with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Chiefs and Rashee Rice readying for a new series on offense. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. It's Pacheco again. And he gets him the first partner, but they are already acting like this one's not going to stand. Let's listen.
Offense.
Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. They'll run here following the penalty. He's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. They gain 11 on that play. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
Chiefs, 1st down.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand at saying these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. But they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
And he takes it down to the 33. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. First down now, ball at the 33. Makes Mitchell gets it from the gun. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play. Whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25.
Xavier Worthy. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. To the air, Mahomes. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. The 5th of the game for him, tying the NFL single-game record.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
83. Chargers 35.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. It's going well so far. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. First down now, ball at the 33. To throw, Herbert. Complete here to Hinton. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They'll toss it to Hampton. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert. And he's incomplete. He keeps feeding it to his back, but this one, a rare miss. It's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, 3rd and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Chiefs and Hollywood Brown back to the field once again. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. quick completion to the right side. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Quick throw completed by Mahomes. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of one more yard here on third down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. They'll go with Hunt on the run. Shoots away from one. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's a Chiefs first down.
Pretty obvious as defense. They need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
Going to the ground again on first. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Once more here with Hunt. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up third down.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Third and long for him here. Finds the in route complete. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Xavier Worthy. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
That takes us to the 2-minute warning here in KC. Chiefs put this one away a long time ago. The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. Madden, the one to send it away. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. The Chargers and Omarion Hampton out there on offense once again. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Short pass brought in. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to give the Chargers a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
We've set it downs for him from the 31. Throwing on first is Herbert. To the right and pulled in by McConkey. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. That's incomplete left side. Couldn't make the connection, was looking for Lad McConkey. And that takes them to third down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Air it out on third. Right side into the hands of Allen. take him down here after he takes it to the 45. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
It's Herbert once more. Completed over the middle. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Chiefs territory.
10 more yards. Complete to Oronde Gadsden II. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches. At the
Well, no louder place in Missouri or Kansas right now as the Chiefs get the win in Arrowhead. And with the start they had in that first quarter, Brock, it is no surprise to see them come away with a victory at the end. They really did all they could to put this out of reach early. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Kansas City.